What is up, you guys? Your boy Builder Game back here on another video for you guys today. And basically this video will be talking about week 5 Trials of Osiris, my strategies for this week. And the map this week is called the Thieves Den. I know this video is kind of late. I know it's kind of Sunday and Trials came Friday, but I want to be able to test the maps out for a couple of days and go flawless with at least one of my characters. But it's basically my loadout for this week. I'm gonna try to do this each week for you guys and you got a little bit of a tip. But first off, we go with my Warlock. I went flawless Friday night and set to about 3 o'clock to go flawless with this character. This character has gone total 3 times, but I'm gonna talk about the gear. Always self-res. I don't really mess with Void Walker. Just to basically talk about the things I put in my skill tree. Always go with firebolt grenades, and always go with touch of the flame. You can easily clear out a room, back people up, make them think about twice going for revive. And sometimes, you know, just in sticky situations, and put on flame shield, always flame shield. I went against a person who had brimstone as their melee. Sometimes I would rock Nova Bomb, but I really just don't trust it. For the guns, this specific map, usually I'm talking about the gear. This is the gun we see every time. We see Thorn every fucking match, so that's always a must gun. But a gun for this map specifically is it's gonna be the all 3 main hand cannons. But what I learned, what best fits me was Hawk Moon. It really did more damage. Very good range, it's pretty better because usually I would rock either Red Death or Messenger, but just the way that map is set up, you really cannot use that, and you're really gonna be in close quarter range, and it's so much stuff in each map, you really cannot get the advantage for being long distance, just in case you're on them 3-on-1, 2-on-1 situations, and also sometimes just 1-on-1 when everybody's together. So I would either rock Hawk Moon. If you want to rock Jewel, you can rock Jewel. Last Word or Thorn. This is always a must. This OPS weapon, the green shit. But that's what really the main guns. I wouldn't try Red Death, but if you're good with that and you're better with them than the hand cannons, preferably I would go with what best fits you. But personally, I would recommend Hawk Moon because I did damage with that, or just these 3 in general. Now for the secondary, I had Farewell to Lie. It's my first time actually rocking it with Trials this week, but this is a must-have shotgun. If you can reforge it, if you have the original one, I'm sorry, you probably can't reforge it until you get another one till the next Iron Banner comes out. Okay, that's when I got mine from the Iron Banner. I didn't buy it; it dropped for me. I got final round, and I got shot package where I increased the range with ballistics, and I got rifled barrel. If you don't have that, people say Party Crasher +1. Matador 64, and I forgot the other one, but even Invective, sometimes go Lord of Wolves, I would go to that, or even Found Verdict. But if you're going to snipe, you really cannot snipe on this map, but for the teams I played with today, they sniped and they did pretty well. But I had to snipe, but I wouldn't rock with that because I would go with Predance all day, best ability. But Queen Breakers will sometimes, but I don't fuck with that. Or even Found Verdict would do, or Hurt Courtesy, but I would Farewell to Lie would be my #1 choice. For your heavy, everybody shouldn't be a problem. I would go with Hunger, Crota, and Gallahorn. I would go Hunger, Crota, or Gallahorn, basically simply because the Wolfpack rounds with Gallahorn would travel around just in case you end up missing your target, and sometimes it will, hit surrounding enemies around you. Hunger Crota for some reason does not work with its tracking, and the cluster bombs does not work. Basically for the gear, I would rock with hood, for the self-resin. If you have Purifying Roll, which I always love to rock, and it will blind enemies around you. This is good if you have this because you up 114 intellect. See how my intellect's all my stuff is basically equal in stats. So if you don't have this, I'm leveling up my Light Beyond Nemesis so I can revive people faster. It just depends on your teammates if you want to rock this or not. For my gloves, I don't have the gloves for it. I would rock the Deathsayer's Grip, or this if I'm going to rock with Pulse Rifle, but since I'm not rocking the Pulse Rifles, I cannot use that, so I use the Deathsayer's Grip because the majority of my gauntlets work with Pulse Rifles and auto rifles for some reason. I don't know why. Like I said, Purify Roll, you don't have that. You can rock I forgot what the chest piece was, where you every time you if you self revive your radiance, your abilities come away faster, so you can melee and just chunk grenades. That's it. But purified rolls be everybody's main thing. Also Robo the Exile, but that's depending on y'all. And for the feats, Death Singer's Herald, obviously for the heavy ammo for when heavy round 3. And I'll rock with this sometimes simply because for intellect and discipline. So, like I said, I'm gonna go over the strategy for each 3 characters for week 5. So, the clip will be rolling for week 5 or for Trials of Osiris on Thieves Den. This is what I would recommend if you're rocking with your Titan. The reason why the Titan was next because I went flawless today with my Titan, so I decided to go with that. Don't mind this gear, just not the gear I'm rocking. I just don't feel like switching my guns over. But you guys know the 3 setup I'm using: Hawk Moon, Praetor's Revenge, or Farewell to Lie with Hunger, Crota, or Gallahorn. So let's start off with the subclasses. Let's start with the Striker, which I preferably always use. Basically all 3 is good, but sometimes I did come with flashbang and it did come in handy. But this you can't shoot through your pulse grenade, so if you want to trap an enemy or just keep them from rushing you if your teammates down, go with the pulse grenade. I would personally recommend it, but always go with landing grenade so you can keep backing people off, and it constantly does damage. And sometimes the enemy will forget about it and will back up probably into it, and they will get killed by it. Now Aftermath, one match it did save me. I put it on YouTube, probably a clip before this one. Like I said, it comes in handy, especially if it's like a self-resing person or somebody happens to walk through it and forget that you're doing Aftermath. It will come in handy with Aftermath for that. I tried that from above 2nd week, the 3rd week of Trials of Osiris. Really didn't fit me. I don't know why. Shockwave, I don't mess with Shockwave. Like I said, I go with Shoulder Charge, and that's basically it. But let's talk about Defender now. This is like, I don't know why people will rock Defender in Trials of Osiris, but it came in handy one match against me that cost me to win. And if you're gonna rock Defender, I don't know why, but if you're gonna rock Defender, suppressor grenades, simply because you can stop the enemy from blinking, using double jump or triple jump, using supers, and trying to get away and do all this stuff. Because this actually cost me a match when it was tied up 4-4. I had my Striker. He tossed the suppressor grenade. I really couldn't do nothing, and I was hopeless. So this came in handy if you're going to rock Defender. If not, I never tried spike grenades, so I really couldn't give you my opinion on that. But if you want to stop the enemy team from rushing you or to trap them, go ahead and go with spike grenades. But what I rock is probably a magnet grenade, but I would never rock Defender in possibly in the first place. But I would rock Armor of Light. Like I said, if it's a different map, I will test out different abilities. So I just keep bringing you guys the same video over and over again, keep repeating myself. Yeah, I keep viewing it, and then it's basically pointless making the video, wasting both of our times. For the gear, basically the helmets is basically pointless because they really cared for Defender. Oh yeah, speaking of Defender, rock Armor of Light. You can do weapons if you want to, or blessings, but I would go Armor of Light just in case they try to rush you in, and you can just melee them to death. But anyways, back to the gear. I would rock with Helmet of the Exile, or if you have a helmet with increased melee attack speed, go with that. For your gauntlets, now this is kind of interesting, but not really. But I would rock with the Gauntlets of the Exile or the feedback fence for the melee purposes, just in case. But other than that, there really no other. They have no good helmet or gauntlets for the Titan as good. So I would just rock with this, or rock with this if you don't have any other exotic and you just started your Titan. But I would rock with this simply because of my pulse rifle. But since I got the arm piece to increase hand reload speed, I would rock hand cannons. I would rock with this one. For your chest piece, Crest out of Lupe saved my life plenty of times, revive people faster. That is crucial. I recommend everybody have a helmet that does this, or the chest piece for your hunter. This will save your life in awkward situations if you need to revive somebody faster and you're the last person surviving. You can simply just slide through, revive people fast, jump or blink, and you're out of the, you're safe. Or rock with this one, double grenades, crucial, lightning grenades. Just keep chunking them, chunking them, chunking them. You're gonna be good, especially if you have high discipline. That's I would go for a Titan. Discipline and intellect, but I'll probably have discipline higher than intellect, so you keep chucking grenades, especially if you're going to rock with this. Or, you know, I don't mess with this one, but for the feats, I really can't say nothing, but I would rock the Crota boots if you can, simply because it's heavy round. But I seen it against a person who had this, and it killed me with it, so that's basically it for you guys. I mean, that's not it, but I'm going to change to the Hunter. I'm going to go ahead and let the slideshow play through for you guys, and I will see you guys. We're back with the Hunter for week 5 Trials of Osiris strategy for your subclass. And after I finish that, I'm going to give you guys the strategy for heavy round and some of the locations you guys can do. But first off, let's start with these subclasses as usual. Blade Dancer, that's what I would rock. I never do Gunslinger, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. For the grenades, you can rock fuss grenades, like it's like a little bit of a fusion grenade. You stick to them and kill them, but I wouldn't rock with that because sometimes you would not stick it. Or a skip grenade. I really don't do skip grenades with track, but if you guys, I wouldn't get somebody who did that with really much that effective, but hey, that fits you. But this is the key thing for the Hunter that separates everybody from else. It's the Archon Bar grenade. Same thing as the Warlock's Fireball grenade. Does plenty of damage, can track nearby enemies, and it is very, very dangerous, especially if it's good for crowd control, trying to get them out of hiding, or they're trying to revive somebody. Just chuck it there, and then we'll get it done. Basically, this is why we use Blink Strike. Like I said, basically the same thing. Some people use this for when they're using shotguns, but I just use Shadow Jacks. I go invisible and sneak around the other team. But when you get your super, I would take Stalker off and put on Hungry Blade. So as soon as you kill somebody with Arc Blade, you immediately regenerate health, or at least try to counteract Thorn, which I did with every fucking time. Every time I do trials, I get hit with Thorn and I die for some fucking reason. But anyways, let's go and go into the Gunslinger. I would never rock Gunslinger day in my life, because you can get your ass shotgunned, snipered out of that shit, and it will piss you off. Trip mine, I don't fuck with swarm grenades. I don't know if the glitch still work, and I see a lot of people do incendiary grenades. I'm gonna test out Gunslinger, and hopefully next week, week 6 Trials of Osiris strategy guide, I'm gonna do Gunslinger. I'm probably gonna do Defender, and I probably would do Void Walker for next week, and give you guys simply how they worked out and change up difference in the skill tree and do all that. I don't like throw a knife. If I had a chance, I would take that shit off, because sometimes it will fuck you up. We try to knife somebody. I would do incendiary blade, so you can burn them over time. So that's basically it for this skill tree. I really don't see nothing else. If I mean, I wouldn't do this. I want to try Gunslinger's Trace simply because of the stability. But anyways, let's go ahead and change. You guys know the guns. I don't explain that no more. But for the gear, I would rock Master of the Third Man or Acolyte Symbiote. I'm gonna level up this Knucklehead Radar and see what it can do, simply because of the primary. You can aim and still see your radar while aiming down sights. I want to try that out, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can use the 4 shots. This is good if you're gonna write Gunslinger or the Nighthawk helmet. I have not yet got that helmet. That's a helmet I'm looking for. For the gauntlets, I would rock the Watcher's Grip, simply because if you're gonna use a hand cannon, Thorn, Hawk Moon, Last Word. This is good. You do reload speed. Just in case you're in close quarter actions, and you can get out of a sticky situation. Some people rock Kepler's Sting, so they can do Hungry Blade and still go invisible without messing with the skill tree too much. Grips of the Exile. That's if you're rocking Red Death, or you're rocking Messenger. Chest piece. This is crucial. This is key right here. Lucky Raspberry is gonna be my, it's gonna be my go-to chest piece, simply because with the Archon Bar grenade, you can lower your discipline, and you will spawn with your grenade every time, and to revive you can simply just revive, blink, chuck your grenade, do some damage, and then have somebody else do all that. Or Lucky Crest for Apalupe. I'm trying to get that leveled up. I'm almost there, and I'm gonna test it out and see how that goes. Vest of the Exile, I have not yet got leveled up, but really these will really be my 2 chest pieces for my Hunter. For my feats, I really don't have a good feet. I don't have the dancing radiant boots. If I could, I would rock them instead of these, but I'm stuck with these for an unexpected reason. But I'm gonna buy them radiant boots when I get the chance. And alright guys, that's basically it. But let's talk about heavy round. For the heavy round, if I was you guys, I would send, this was me and my group did, like they would send me to the where the stairs are at, and they would send 2 people to the where the big ass car is at. Now see, this is what I would do. Put your Gallahorn on. If you don't have Gallahorn, put Hunger on, or something with tracking, or some with cluster bombs, anything like that. Have your other 2 teammates chunk grenades over, at least stall them for them seconds. As soon as you pick it up, jump. If you have to look on the left, look on the left. It just depends on how your teammates are and how they are, and you just basically shoot while they're distracted, and they can't get the heavy. Even if they do, they're gonna back up, and then you can sort of revive, and you let your team get the heavy, and then you know your guys will be set for the heavy round. Now I will tell you guys this: it will not work 100% of the time. It will not work, simply because the other teams will do the same thing you're doing, or they will possibly they will not do that, or sometimes it'll pop their super and then prevent you from getting it as well. That's what I did sometimes. I prevented somebody from getting their heavy by popping my striker, and that was it. But like I said, this will not work 100% of the time. It depends on the team you're playing. If they go to the other side, like I said, all 3 go to one side, then you're set. Send one person over there, stall for just a little bit longer, prevent them getting heavy. Speaking of that, I would, if you have a Warlock and they was rocking Sunslinger, I would change the solar grenade and just chuck both of your solar grenades right there by the heavy, so they cannot pick it up, and they would be forced to come to you. And by the time that happens, they will have the heavy. You can be able to shoot at the door or just shoot through the cave, and boom, and that's it. Well, that's it for you guys. That'll be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I got Payday 2. Hoping to bring another video for you guys later on tonight. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. If you dislike, if you dislike, that means I have to improve on something. And I hope to see you guys next time.